Hey there, Tiger fans. I'm Ben Arnett inside the Mizzou Network studio. Recently, I got a chance to chat with new Mizzou men's basketball coach Kim Anderson. Anderson and his staff are going through off-season workouts with the Tiger basketball team this summer. It's a very young squad made up primarily of sophomores and freshmen, and that is among the things that Anderson has really enjoyed since he returned to his alma mater to become the new head men's basketball coach.
I'm really trying to get these guys to play harder. You know, I think it's always hard when you go from high school to the next level, because in high school they're all the best players, and then when they get here, all the best players are here, and they're all playing against each other, and so I'm trying to get them to play harder and encouraging them to do that. And by doing that, you know, I've told them, you know, hey, you might foul, but I said, I know about fouling. You know, I have the most disqualifications in the history of the school, 34. And I'll promise all of you that record will never be broken, at least while I'm here, because I have control of it. But more than anything is just trying to get those guys to realize that as you step up, as you go from a high school situation where you're the best player on the team to a college situation, especially a high major Division I SEC basketball team, you gotta step it up, because every guy out there on the floor is the best player from his team, and I'm trying to get that across to them. And I think they've responded. They've done well. We don't play a game till November, so I don't think you're going to change a culture or change an attitude or create an attitude or whatever. You're not going to do that in, like, 2 hours a week. But I think we're taking steps, and I think we're slowly getting better.
Is that playing harder? Is that something that's across the board, not just with the freshmen?
No, I think every coach probably says that. Hey, you got to play harder. You got to play harder. From day one to where we're at today, I think our guys have played harder. Maybe playing harder is not the right word. Maybe it's competing, and I really think they've competed at a higher rate in the last couple of weeks than they did the first couple of weeks. Part of that, I think, is the comfort level with what we're doing, comfort level with me, maybe getting the expectations, knowing what we expect. I think that's a big part of it, and realizing that to be successful, that you got to play harder. You've got to compete every day. When you come out, you got to compete, because you don't really get to take nights off. And when you take a night off, that's when you get beat. Especially if you take a night off against a team that's maybe not as good as you on paper, and you come out and you don't compete, well, you can bet that other team's going to compete. So, if you can ever get to where you can do that all the time, I think you have a chance to be a good team. That's hard to do, every day, every play, every game, to play your highest level.